Welcome teachers and panelists to our pitch of Napa Skate. I'm Zia Clark and my co-producer and owner of this company is Carla Giacchio. She can't be here right now, but she is still represented in this meeting with her work. So our proposal is for you to invest in us $5,000 to buy 200 pairs of skates for advertising and event planning for our Napa Skate. So what does this mean? Napa Skate is going to be a roller rink in the local Napa Valley area. But to start off, we would like to plan events so that the students and young people in our town can kind of get to know our business and understand what we're about, and we can also see if they enjoy roller skating and what the industry has to provide. Napa Skate was an idea formed out of the absence of things to do for Napa teens. So in a sense, Napa Skate would be a facility for teens and the younger generation, such as 11 to 18-year-olds, to come and enjoy this recreational activity of roller skating and kind of get a sense of the community and having somewhere to be that's for them and only for them. So what really is the problem that we're solving? Like I said before, there's no place for teens to go in Napa. We've seen issues with this, such as Chef's Market. It was a local event that went on every Thursday up until about 2 years ago. What happened was this was an event for tourists and locals alike to get together. It was downtown, but the teens began to understand this as more of an event for them in a sense that it was one of the only things they could look forward to during the summer to do in Napa. We have the Napa Cinnadome, our local movie theater. We have the bowling alley, but those two things you can only do a few times, then you kind of want to move on to something else. It's a little more friendly and a little more interactive. So that's really only our competition. Something we know is that our local community is very tourist-based, so having Napa teens run around downtown is not always the look that Napa wants to go by. So what we're hoping to do is give a place for teens. We're envisioning this as in the summer as an 11-year-old. We're hoping it can be downtown so that they can come in an air-conditioned space, get some physical activity, and hang out with their peers and know that they have a place to be when they don't have anywhere else other than their homes in Napa. So what kind of research did we do? So what we did was we created a survey in order to get a sense of if this is something that Napa young people actually want. So we did a survey for our senior class, our high school senior class, and also reached out to the junior, sophomore, and freshman class as well, but primarily our senior class, to see if this was something that they'd even be interested in. The kind of questions we asked were based on their experience as young people in Napa and whether or not they think that this would be an important addition to our community here for the young people. So what we asked were questions such as, when you were 11 to 12, what did you do most of the time in the summer? How did you get around? Where did you mostly go? Those kind of things. Also, if they partake in recreational activities, and if they've ever heard of roller skating and what roller skating meant to them, what they wanted, what they could see. So through our research, we saw that Napa young people were very excited about the idea. A lot of them have heard about roller skating or done it once or twice in their life, but have never really participated in the activity. So, for example, a lot of them don't have roller skates, so your contribution of $5,000 would enable us to kind of get started with this, to be able to rent out 200 skates to local teens. So starting out, to kind of give you an idea of the dream goal is our roller rink. Our roller rink would be somewhere local, preferably, in order to create a safe zone for kids to be able to walk to be able to go. Oftentimes we saw in our market research, young people spend a lot of times downtown. So we were hoping to try to get a facility downtown so that we're able to stay local, so that teens and tweens can get themselves there by either bike or walking, or be dropped off in the morning and know that they're safe and their parents know they're safe as well. So in that, we had to factor in a lot of costs. Rent is a huge one, because Napa is a highly demanded place, especially downtown facilities. So in order to do that, we have to pay a pretty price. Especially a roller rink in general needs a lot of renovations to buildings, such as the rink itself needs to be created. So in here we can see a lot of different expenses. In total, the total startup costs would be around $500,000, about $500,000. This seems like a lot, seems like a scary number. However, we plan to fundraise for ourselves. We plan to hold events locally with either using school gymnasiums, using school churches, or gymnasiums and churches to host roller skating events. This will be able to rent out our skates and earn back that $5,000 that you invested, but then also start to make a profit on that as well. We're not only making a profit, but we're also gaining recognition. We're gaining recognition for Napa Skate and what it means to be a part of it. So what we'd like to do is try out our business at first before we dive into the long-term goal of owning a roller rink locally by having events, hosting local events for our young people, advertising them around town, and having people join together and skate. Bring your own skates, or you can rent out the ones that we had bought to skate as well. So what we're hoping to do is get our name out there, get recognition out there, so that we're able to experiment and fundraise for the future. So even though that seems like a hefty price, we'd like to bring that down in the beginning by hosting these events, also by reaching out to our local community, and also in showing them that this is something that would be of big importance to our young people. It would be a great addition to the community, and I believe, and my co-owner Carly Giacchio definitely believes, that this would be a very, very positive addition to Napa, and we know that it would, and we would like to show you that through these events and through fundraising back the investment that you made for 200 quad skates of $5,000 for 5% equity. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation, and we hope that you take us into consideration for your investment.